Hello everyone, it's Dr. Menwa by name. So I'm here today again to tell us about early warning signs of heart conditions that you shouldn't ignore. And what do I mean by hidden signs? The thing is, one thing about the heart symptoms or heart conditions is before a person comes down to more obvious signs that you tend to see, okay? There would have been mild symptoms that has been showing up before you even know, before those more, I say, more obvious ones, okay? Then I'm wanting about these heart conditions that if it's not noticed on time, we human beings, we people can go about with these symptoms for years without even noticing it, without knowing that they have these symptoms of heart issues that they need to look out for or treat, or will I say, needs to be investigated rather. And of course, we know that heart conditions is not something we should joke with. It's not something that we should even play with, because once there's a heart condition, once heart symptoms of heart diseases are present, it's in fact, it's mostly difficult to be reversed. Most times they are chronic illnesses. And these symptoms can be as mild as just jaw pain or mouth, upper abdominal pain or discomfort, or even something about symptoms like fainting. Some people can, maybe when they experience things like that, they could say maybe I'm stressed, or maybe they are, it could, although these symptoms can also come, these symptoms I'm listing now overlaps with other illnesses, okay? It doesn't always mean that when you have them, you have heart issues. But what I'm trying to say is, if you experience any of these symptoms I just mentioned, or I'm about to mention, please do well to get it checked with your physician or doctor or whoever. And one of them is feeling unusually tired. Yeah. And it's okay for us to get tired. When you've exerted physically, you are physically exhausted. You've done so, even when you even lack sleep sometimes. Sometimes when you don't sleep well, the next day you're just weak, you're just tired, you're not just yourself, you're not even coordinating well. That's aside. But when you start feeling extremely tired for no just reason, you eat well, you rest well, but you still feel tired, it's something that needs to be investigated. It's not ordinary. It's not something that is usual. Okay. It could also be that you're anemic. It doesn't always come with heart issues, but it still needs to be investigated, because something is actually the cause of you feeling extremely tired. And secondly, mild symptoms in different areas of your body. Okay, places like your neck, your back, your stomach. When you feel uneasy down there, or even feel maybe a mild discomfort or pain. Most times, yes, especially when it has to do with abdominal discomfort, especially when it has to be the epigastric discomfort. We are always very quick to term it indigestion, maybe reflux diseases, and all whatnot. Yeah, things like this can also present with these symptoms, but you should also know that in some cases of heart attack, some people can have epigastric pain. And even some cases of heart attack, the pain tends to radiate to the neck. Sometimes it can radiate to the left arm. Okay. And in such situations, person might actually maybe think maybe he or she over exerted his or her arms or whatever. But the person doesn't know that something more serious is even happening in the body. So it needs to be investigated. Some things as mild as this neck pain, I just said it, let me repeat it again. Stomach pain, pain radiating to your neck, especially towards the left side, or even your left arm, is not something you should ignore. Please get it checked. Another one is unusual swelling of any part of your body at all. But the commonest ones we actually see with heart conditions tend to be the leg, Okay, the neck, sorry, the leg, the ankle, sometimes even the abdomen may be swollen. Okay, when you notice any of this unusual swelling in your body, we call it edema. Notice any of this, it may be swelling that looks like edema in any part of your body that I just mentioned now, please do well to get it checked with your doctor. It could also be a sign of kidney issue also, because most kidney issue comes, you always come down with edema of the leg, ankle, even ascites, that's distended abdomen and all. So when you start, and the person tends to be losing weight. So, okay, so you notice things like swollen ankle, leg, or abdomen, and the person tends to lose weight for no reason. The person's diet is normal, you eat well, you sleeps well, and you're losing weight, you're looking, puffy, and even on your cheek, on your face sometimes, when your face looks puffy, it's something that you shouldn't ignore. So please get it checked with your doctor. On my list is a fainting spell, okay? Maybe even if the person doesn't, he didn't actually faint, but you tend to have this feeling of fainting attack. Is not something you should ignore, especially when this fainting spell comes with things like maybe chest pain. You shouldn't ignore that. Although in cases like let's say if someone is anemic, and also in situations like orthostatic hypotension, what do I mean by that? When you are sitting down or lying down, you stand up quickly. When the blood tends to drain so quick from your brain down to the body, you may lose consciousness. Okay, that is also, these are the common things that could also cause you to faint. But when this happens, if in any situation at all that you actually faint, anything that will make you faint, please, of course, I think everyone should know that you actually need to be checked. You need to go to the doctor. You need to run some tests, to find out what's really going on. It could be a sign of maybe your blood circulatory system is not working well. Maybe the heart is not pumping blood well. It could be anemic. It could be dehydrated. It could also be early signs of pregnancy also, So when you have any of these symptoms, it's always good you get it checked with your doctor. Yeah. The next one on my list is feeling extremely sweaty. You have this, the weather is not hot, the weather is normal, you're just clammy, you're hot, it's not something you should ignore, especially when this symptom comes with chest pain. Please, this could be an impending sign of heart attack. When someone starts feeling clammy, start feeling hot for no just reason, the weather is okay, you're not in a hot environment, and you're feeling uneasy, you're feeling sweaty, you should get yourself checked. It's not something you should ignore. Yeah. The next on my list is shortness of breath. If for any reason you have this feeling of breathlessness, you're not getting enough air, the feeling of you're not getting enough air, and it's most times if it's accompanied with things like chest pain or even confusion, if it comes with confusion, maybe it's not something you should ignore. You may be having maybe episodes of this. If for any reason you're having episodes like this, please don't neglect these symptoms. It could be a sign of an impending serious illness. It's a big red flag. You shouldn't even ignore it at all. Get it checked with your doctor or your physician. And also, last on my list is heart rate irregularities. When you have this feeling of your heart, that like feeling of your heart racing, or your heart is jumping, okay, or you have this feeling of skipped beat sometimes. It doesn't, I know, feeling of skipped beat, we call it extrasystole sometimes. It's normal to feel that way, but when you start having that feeling often, that feeling comes often, do not neglect it. You should get it investigated by your doctor. Yeah, because it could be that maybe you have issues with your pumping heart system, and maybe, or the blood circulatory system, sorry, is not working properly. So if you have experienced or you're experiencing any of these symptoms I just listed, please do not neglect it, do not ignore. Like I said earlier, symptoms of these heart issues can go for a long time without being diagnosed. And it may just be there presenting with just mild symptoms that you could easily neglect or you could easily overlook. You could call it that you're stressed, you're tired. So please, when you experience any of these symptoms I just listed now, do well to get it checked with your doctor. Thank you.